All right, good evening once again. Good evening. Good afternoon once again. Sasanay pa rin sa gabi yung session, you know. So, yep. Today is Wednesday. It's the midweek.
Today is Wednesday. It's
Yep.
the oops.
Dali ah.
Midweek.
Today is Wednesday. It's
Yep.
biglang nag-ek. All right. Anyway, sorry. All right. So, just making sure that we have audio. Then, yep, we just heard that nag-echo. So we should have good audio now. All right. Sorry. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's the 14th of September, and it was CPI last night. So the dollar went crazy after that report. So let's see how can we go and take advantage of things that's going on right now. So uh, let me jump into the chart na. Okay, tingnan natin, no? So AUD-USD, we had the plan to go, oops, sorry, not that. Okay, so AUD-USD, ang plano natin, if we see the bounce there, price move higher than the 61.8 fib, then we keep on buying, then sell if it goes below 68.54, right? So obviously, look at that. The price went below 68.54, okay? So ibig sabihin, if I'll just go and draw that 61.8 level again, okay? So yon, umakit siya doon ng konti. Ito yung inaabangan ko from last night. Yes, umakyat nga siya doon, pero it did not stay there. It just bounced here. So, hindi rin tayo nakahanap ng entry price there. Okay, so, kung maalala nyo dito, quick buy lang dapat nakaset tayo dito. Tapos, biglang CPI report was released. Look at that. The numbers were so good for the dollar. I'm not sure if you guys checked it out, right? But with the forecasted negative 0.1, yun yung number, right? The report as it was released 8:30, then the result was positive 0.1, right? Tapos with 0.3 result ng core CPI, okay? These are, again, both reports are coming from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, right? So 0.3 to 0.6, so definitely big jump there from getting a 0.3 number, or sorry, yun yung 0.3 na number natin from the August, right? So napakaganda nung move na yan for the dollar. So look at that, AUD USD really dropping down to like about, let's say, from the floor 120 130 pips. Unfortunately, eto yung big spike na ganito, or big drop na nga dito, sorry. Hindi na siya nag-pull back. So I was really waiting for a bit of a correction bago ako mag-sell, pero hindi na tayo nakahabol doon, right? The only thing I got was dollar yen. We'll look into that in a bit. So we had a pending order here from yesterday. Sorry, USD CAD pala yan. Right? So same with NZD USD. Ano ba yung naging plan natin? Sell tayo, right? Oh, yun nga. Pero hindi tayo na-trigger, right? On the 1 hourly chart, kung maalala nyo to, okay? Meron tayong sell somewhere here, pero hindi tayo na-trigger, okay? So kung na-trigger yon, malamang una na stop out muna tayo, if you notice this. Kung na-trigger ito, malamang na stop out muna tayo, tapos saka siya bumagsak, alright? So, good thing na lang din hindi tayo na-trigger. So, that's the beauty of really waiting for a strong price action reference for our entry price. So, ibig sabihin, if it's not confirmed, then we can simply cancel the pending order and reassess. Okay? So, sabi ko nga, for every breakout, I always look for a retest or a pullback. So, we did not experience that after this big drop right here last night. So, hindi na rin, no? Hindi ko na rin siya hinabol. Alright? So that drop happened during my webinar last night regarding the pros and cons of copy trading. So we were talking about the pros and cons of copy trading last night, and suddenly, right, when I looked into the chart, biglang nagda-drop na yung gold. So we looked into the charts across the board, or the dollar across the board. So like everything is really showing dollar strength. So pero anyway, reassessing our position here now. Okay, so almost identical yung chart natin, pero si AUD USD kasi bumaba na siya talaga dun sa 67.27 floor, while NZD USD is still few pips away. So ibig sabihin pwede pa tayong humabol ng short term sell dito kung gusto natin, no? Tingnan natin, sandali lang. Let me go and compare this. All right, so ito yung sinasabi nating D1 is still king, ladies and gentlemen, right? As long as D1 is still a downtrend, okay, there's still a possibility for the price to follow the general market movement, right? So, tingnan natin, no, gaano ba to? Tanggalin ko muna tong 61.8. Oh, sorry, yung fib. Okay, babalik ako sa H1. Tingnan natin kung paano natin i-manage itong, paano tayo magpa-plan out ulit. Okay? Well, if I go to the 1 hourly chart, well, obviously, I will go back to drawing this zone right here to be conservative with my sell areas. Okay? If that's the plan for the rest of the day. So, a little bit of a pullback there. So, baka pwede pa tayo mag-sell. Pero, short term na lang talaga to. 20 pepper for this zone right here. Okay? So, ito lang gusto nating i-take advantage. Breakout of the 67.27 level. So, meaning pullback dun sa EMA. So, sandali So, kung yan ang gagawin natin, sandali, tatanggalin ko na to. Tapos na to eh. So, kung iti-take advantage natin yung tinatawag nating current niya na zone, okay? So, medyo malayo na tayo dyan. Gusto natin makakita ng pullback to 0.6727 currently acting as a resistance, right? Ideally, touching our EMA. So, bouncing pa rin. Yeah. Sorry. Bounce from EMA. So, anong ibig ko sabihin? If we are very interested to go and jump in on this short-term sell, ang gusto natin is go and bounce off the resistance and at the same time coming off the EMA towards that direction. Okay? So, this is a view of the chart on the 1 hourly. Right? Nasa 1 hourly tayo or 1 hourly time frame. Oops, ba't ganun? Sandali Just give me 1 sec. Alright, so just need to adjust something from my end. Anyway, so short term, tanggalin ko to para wala masyadong maraming nangyayari. Tapos na yan. Bumalik na siya dito. So, tingnan ko nga sa 15-minute chart. Medyo malayo. So, earliest talaga natin ito is the 1 hourly. Pero kung gusto mo yung short term dito, 20 pepper, pwede ka mag-set ng sell limit dito. Pero that's so aggressive because when you set a sell limit, wala talaga siyang like a price action pattern as your reference for your entry. So you're just trading based off or based on, a specific price level. So ibig sabihin parang ganito, itong resistance na to, pwede mong gawing entry price mo yan, parang ganyan. So at least 1:1. Pero again, sabi ko nga, mas aggressive yan kasi unlike having a bearish engulfing there or maybe a bearish pin bar, it increases the confidence that the price can really move in your favor, right? So that's the reason why I'm not a big fan of limit orders, right? Lalo na kung hindi pa nagmamaterialize or wala siyang pinapakita pa na price action for reversal coming from the ceiling. Okay? So, but then again, yes, for some traders, they use that as an option to find their entry price. So, specific price level sila. Okay? Sa tawag dito, there are 3 ways, at least for me, no, there are 3 ways to identify your entry price. By the means of using a price action pattern. Number 2 is by using a chart pattern, okay, like head and shoulder, wedges and everything, no? Then the other one is a specific price level, right? So, ang sa akin, if I'll be specific, I'll rather do it using a Fibonacci line or a Fibonacci level. So, just in case, sabihin na lang natin, for example, ito, no? Oops, sorry, wrong Fibonacci. So, sabihin natin, you are using your Fibonacci's retracement and extension tool on the 15-minute chart, kunwari. So, this is something that you can consider as well, right? Again, it really depends on your confidence, okay, and your comfortability on setting trades on such levels, right? So, kunwari lang, for the sake of this example, so 50% fib, then, of course, the last fractal high, yun yung pinaka nakikita kong possible na stop loss ko. So, still, if we go and do this, right, in theory, if the trade gets triggered here and reverses, at least we are taking advantage of at least a 1:1 reward to risk ratio, okay? So, sabi ko nga, it really depends on your comfortability. I'm more confident on comfortability and your confidence. I am more confident to see a price action pattern, right? So again, I'm just providing you with options. Now, for the sake of this example, ito ang pwede nating So set. So this would be like a 16 pepper move, right? For a 16 pepper reward to risk ratio, right? I mean 16 pips stop loss, 16 pips take profit. Mm. Lakas ng hinga. Okay. Sandali ha. Tingnan ko nga sa ano. Sandali ha. No, hindi talaga ako komportable. Pero at least that's the level where I want to see the price hit. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, the alert is still the best thing to do, at least for now. Okay? To avoid over-analyzing. So, it's really up to you. For me, I will wait for a price action pattern. Yeah. Maybe a bearish engulfing or a bearish pin bar. Okay? So, yun ang aabangan ko. Alright? At least on, if not the 15-minute chart, the 1-hourly chart. So, dalawa yung option natin. Okay? So, itong ginagawa ko ngayon is H1 or 15 minutes. Pull back to 67.27 resistance. Ideally, bouncing off or bounce from EMA. Okay? So, will it be the same scenario for NZD/USD? Well, it looks like it is already bouncing off. That EMA right there. Pwede pa tayong humabol dito using, well, this is an inside bar. Sure. Breakout here, the previous price action. Sandali, we will find a way. Layo na nung bounce ng tiny shooting star doon, no? Right? Or yung bearish pin bar natin doon. Next fractal high conservatively, like a 60 pepper move. Sandali ha. So we can have 13 here. 1:1 na siya. But we have room for selling right there. Saglit. Balik tayo sa D1. Gusto ko makita kung may possibility. Sorry. May possibility ng pullback na ba kay H4. Okay. So that's what the consolidation is for. Okay. So kung mapapansin nyo, sandali klaruhin ko lang ano yung tinitingnan ko para you guys have an idea as well. Alright. So notice, every time the price goes away from the EMA, it goes back. Move away, goes back, move away, goes back. It's like a magnetic trampoline for you inverse, right? Or what tawag dyan? Leather ceiling na pag tinamaan mo yung ceiling tapos tutulak ka rin pababa, right? So this one's a beautiful example of price going back, right? My bias yesterday was really waiting for this NZD/USD to go in that direction. Kasi nga, bakit? Kung titingnan mo yung short-term trend niya, this was higher than the previous na. So, yeah. Pero of course, pull back. Always wait for the pullback for a confirmation. So, in that case, same scenario here and same method here ang i-apply natin. So, for every extension, we wait for a pullback. So, ibig sabihin, ito hindi siya nagtuloy-tuloy dito. Tapos, we're experiencing a consolidation here. So, what I would think now is to see this price go and touch the EMA, and from there, we can go for a sell. Now, there's something in my head saying, wait, there could be a short-term floor somewhere here that could be tested. Sandali Okay. Medyo OC lang tayo ng konti. Gusto ko pantay yung line. Okay. So, baka ito. Alright, so that's good. Breaking out of this again, we're planning to get in intraday lang kasi, so kaya we're looking into intraday levels as well. At least within that 24-hour period. So obviously pati yung sa 1-hourly chart nire-respeto niya rin yun. Oops, ano ba to? Nire-respeto niya rin tong line na to, Tong line na to, resistance yan. So, really wanted to go for the trade now. But there's doubts. Yeah, so what's the best thing to do if you're kind of in doubt of the analysis, right? So, here's the thing. I'll set a plan here for now. I'll want to see if the price can go back on this area right here. Okay, itong line na to. Tapos, I would like to see the EMA meet here. Tapos bounce. So, I'll be more comfortable there and be confident on the sell. Pero pag hindi, then possibly we can go for that buy. Okay? So, but then again, what we are trying to avoid is we are getting in on a sell tapos magpo-pull back muna siya papunta sa EMA. Diba? So, yun yung medyo dun tayo nagiging conservative na part. Alright? So, yun yung magiging plan ko. I would like to go and do the same. Yeah? magkaiba lang yung level, right? So I would like to go sell pa rin naman tayo dito. Okay, ganda nung sell natin sa NZD USD. Na hindi lang talaga siya nag-materialize. Pero anyway, ano yung nakikita kong level nga ulit? $60.09. Hindi mag-set na lang tayo ng alert dyan. Set tayo ng alert dyan, tapos saka ako magde-decide. Okay, so pero bounce pa rin yan. Okay, 15 minutes. H1 is already bouncing off the EMA, but I'm not convinced. May resistance kasi tayong tinitingnan dito eh. Tapos ang consolidation. So you don't want to be inside the consolidation. Tapos, right? Pwede ang gawin natin, alternatively, okay? Remember I mentioned earlier, there are 3 options, right? Or you have 3 options on looking for your entry price. Either the pattern, right? Bar pattern. Second pattern is chart pattern, okay? And the third is a specific price, right? So what we can do, assumingly that this is a consolidation here, okay? Tingnan nga natin, right? Yan. So this is the consolidation that we are seeing. More bars, lower, okay? So what we can do is a breakout of this consolidation, stop loss there, about 30 pipper. Pwede din naman yan, okay? So, ibig sabihin, if I am to set my trade here, somewhere here, so we're looking at a possible continuation. Pero mas maganda kung mas malapit tayo dun sa resistance, no? Oops. Okay. So, ito na lang ifo-focus ko para wala na yung line. So, pwede tayo dito. So, consolidation breakout ang gusto nating i-trade. Pero again, we don't want to discount the fact that it can be a possible retracement on H4. I think we're overanalyzing, or at least I'm overanalyzing what's going on here. Sandali, balikan ko to. Balikan natin to. Let's check on other currency pair first. Tingnan natin kung meron tayong mahanap muna. Tapos, saka lang natin i-reassess yung ating NZD USD. Okay? So, what was the plan? Buy H1 for or 15-minute bounce. Well, ito na ngayon. Kahapon, okay? Kung titingnan nyo dito, nag-reverse din naman siya. Okay? Pero, I hope you were able to catch some bounces here still, okay, before yung CPI report. Tapos ito, nandito na siya nag-drop. Okay? Ganda nung 1479 level natin. So look at that floor level really holding, right? The line since earlier today after the big drop from last night. So ganda, nakaka 30 pips na siya na move at least. Okay? So yeah, in this case, I would like to change my bias to a buy. Pero I need to see a reversal. Tapos na to technically from dun sa unang dalawa. Okay? 15 minutes won't be reversing anytime soon. But a possible continuation on H1. That's a beautiful thing. Right? The pound have released their own report for CPI, but it is not as impactful as the dollar CPI report last night. Right? So at 2 p.m. earlier today, yeah, nag-release din si GBP ng CPI report nila. For the people who are probably asking what is CPI, ano bang impact nito? Well, this talks about consumer prices, okay? In short, it accounts to like or talks about more about inflation, right? So, kumbaga, it is a what do you call this? A leading indicator that there could be a rise in interest rates, or yeah, in relation to the inflation, parang ganun, right? So well, as we know, inflation plays a big role in the movement of the currency market, same with the interest rates, right? So yun yung impact niya. So CPI stands for Consumer Price Index, right? So ang tinitingnan natin, there's a report that is being released every month on this one. Okay, now unfortunately for GBP's CPI's report, right, it was just few points lower than the forecasted number, right? It was 10.1 in August, then 9.9 na lang nung nag-report kagabi, right? So sabi nga natin, when it comes to these numbers, if the actual number will be greater than the forecasted, then it good for the currency. So actually, it is not higher than the forecasted number. 9.9 lang, then the forecasted is 10. So, pero hindi rin natin siya nakitaan ng big, like, really drop dito, showing that pound is very weak, right? So, wini-weigh ko ngayon yung possibility of a breakout. Baka may late reaction si market. Yun lang yun. Diba? So, baka magkaroon siya ng late reaction kasi like right now, ang pinaka-last na report na rin na-receive natin relating to GBP is not a high-impact news, but this is something relating to saan ba yan? House price index naman. So, not really that much. Okay? Yun yung actually na inaabangan na number at 4:30 right now. So, tingnan natin baka may late impact lang yung bad number CPI for GBP. Okay? So, there's still a possibility of a breakout. So, kung gugustuhin kong mag-sell dito, medyo may doubts dun sa sell. Kasi bakit nga? Nasa floor area tayo So, or nasa floor level. So, this is coming from a level. Dito lang naman tayo within the month area pa lang naman tayo nakatingin. Hindi pa tayo nag-zoom out further. Right? Pero conservatively, if you go and zoom out, this is also a level back in 2020 when the pandemic was announced. So, ibig sabihin, the pound is back to that level, right? So, we'll see how it can go. For me, as far as technical analysis is concerned, it is a buy that I would like to be involved with, as I mentioned earlier. Kasi, obviously, coming from the floor level, yun yung una-una kong i-expect or i-anticipate to happen. Like right now, it is really like the 30-minute chart is giving me enough reason to go for a buy, but the other time frames that I'm looking at, it says it's not ready. It's not quite ready yet. So, like my D1 is still not agreeing. Dali I'm quite late for the biggest bounce there. So, same with NZD-USD. I'd like to study this further para magkaroon ako ng tamang trading plan. Anyway, it's Wednesday. We still have a couple of days to see how market would progress. Okay? And bago pa man mangyari yung week or mag-end yung week, we can make the decision for the pound if not later tonight. Okay? So, yeah, my bias is still a buy, right? What I'm struggling at right now is to look for that entry price where I want to get in. So, yun ang aabangan ko. Better entry price. Yeah? So, my bias is buy. Maghahanap lang ako ng, entry price. Okay? Yun ang hinahanap ko ngayon. So, we'll see how things would go. All right. So, from here, look at that. EURUSD review later. As we mentioned, if you were with me since Monday, sabi nga natin, napaka-strong nung 61.8 na level na yan. It was respected in the past, right? And it is now being respected as well. So, ibig sabihin, right, kung maalala nyo tong analysis natin dito from here to here, this one is also a 61.8 level. So, ginawan din natin ng Fibonacci ito. Yeah, we were watching out for that 61.8 if you guys can remember that, right? Pero medyo may konting tawag dito, anticipation tayo for a quick buy here. And everything stops when we look at the 61.8. Now, true enough, the price went down after bouncing off the 61.8. Okay? So, this is a classic example of like your high impact news and your technical analysis, like the fundamental and the technical analysis are agreeing with each other, right? So, that's a very beautiful one. Now, of course, given the scenario, ang question is, can we re-enter, right? Kasi, kung hindi tayo nakapasok dito, okay? Kung hindi tayo nakapasok dyan, that's a beautiful, tiny little shooting star there. At 20 pepper, probably pwede talaga. Right? Tapos, anyway, tapos na yan. Saan tayo pwede pumasok ngayon? Hindi kasi siya bearish and engulfing Sandali Oh yeah, it is. So, if I'll extend it, 29, 30 pepper, pwede tayong mag-limit order dito kung babalikan niya pa yung price na yan. Okay. Tingnan natin ulit yung possibility of a pullback back to the EMA or at least the resistance. So, yung 1.0008 natin or 0008, would be the next resistance or the most relevant resistance that we have right now. So, conservatively, dyan ako mag-aabang. Okay? So, in this case, ang bias natin for Euro USD would be a sell. Okay? Again, if you are, since you're looking at this correlation right here, if you're not comfortable saying, or trading sa ba't nakabuy ka sa GBP USD pero nakasell ka sa Euro US? Are they positively correlated? Well, possibly at a point, yes. Pero nga, sabi natin, nag-aantay pa rin naman ako ng better entry price doon eh. So, let's see if things would materialize in our favor, then we can make that decision from there. So, sell yung bias ko, but I need to wait or to see, yeah? See, I would say bearish, engulfing, or pin bar from 1.0008. Yeah. Yan yung current na resistance na gusto nating i-test. Okay? So, coming from this area, saka tayo magsasell. Every breakout, okay, I will wait for a pullback. Yan yung lagi ko pong inaabangan. Okay? So, let's see. Okay? Jumping into USD CAD. Tanggalin natin ulit si RSI. Okay, dito may pending sell sana tayo dito. Pero kung naalala nyo, yeah, as we looked into it, it is inversely correlated with NZD USD where we had that sell order from yesterday. Okay? Or sorry. Yan. So, kumbaga, kung nagtuloy yung sell natin, saan ba yan? Okay? Kung maalala nyo to Yan. H1 pala, sorry. So, kung nakasell tayo dito, tapos chinek natin yung correlation nila, sabi natin, if this price can go down, then USD CAD can go up. Though, ang original sana nating position is to sell already there. Now, look at that correlation as we have spoke about this yesterday. Well, yeah, the correlation of NZD USD and USD CAD is really, is real. Right? So, true siya. Okay? So, we wanted to go for a sell. Gusto ko lang balikan kung nag-set ba tayo ng order doon. Okay. At least 1:1 nakakuha pa tayo doon. Right? Before the price went up. Okay? Pero, ano ba nilagay natin sa USD CAD? Review later nga, sabi natin, kasi may correlation sa NZD USD. Okay? Would we have a hint for a buy here? Nagkaroon ba tayo ng sign or hint from the market that we can go long? Hindi rin na-trigger yung ating bullish pin bar doon. So, yeah. This is really a beautiful, beautiful reversal there. Okay? I hope you guys were able to catch some pips there. Right? Napakaganda nun. Anyway, we're back above the 1.3154. Okay? Interestingly, we need to make sure that we remind ourselves of this zone right here. Okay? So, kung mapapansin nyo, tinanggal ko na ulit yung gray line na yon at nililipat natin siya dito. Okay? So, from there, reversal talaga yung hahanapin natin dito na. I'm more interested of a sell here this time. Okay? Not because, alright, I'm not disregarding the EMA. Again, I'm focused more on the price touching or bouncing off a resistance, a horizontal resistance, right? So that's where the price is currently at. Pero kung magsisell tayo, napaka-tight nito. Kailangan ko ng mas malapit na entry price. Pum, 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 pum. Are you when you go away from home? Hello. La, 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 la. Possible breakout pa dun. Okay. So, kung gagawin mo yan, sandali. We're trying to go for a quick in and out sell here. If this can move, no? Quick look lang ako. Quick look. Is this overbought? Not yet. So, I really wanted to get in on a quick sell here. Hindi pa tayo pwede. Yeah, I would love to see this price touch the overbought level, tapos ceiling, tapos quick sell, right? So, conservatively, or if you're doing this on the 5-minute chart, my approach here will be overbought, tapos sell dito sa resistance, then the take profit is just the next fractal low, conservatively, right? Then, yes, in this case, it can possibly be considered as scalping, right? Because we are just targeting about probably less than 10 pips, plus minus the spread, no? So, it is 13 pips from my desired entry price, minus spread. So, wala pa namang 1 pip tong si USD CAD natin dito. Tingnan nga natin. Wala ka pa bang 1 pip? Alam ko wala. Ayan, nagwa 1 pip siya halos na spread. Pero yes, 0.9. So, at least mga 11 to 12 pips yung target natin. Ayaw talaga niya umabot dun sa oversold. Right? So, okay. So, ibig sabihin, even if pagkatapos nitong session natin, ito yung babantayan ko, I would like to go and catch a quick move here. If I can see the price touching the 70 level ng ating RSI or yung overbought level na tinatawag. But, look at that, right? So, it's really, really exciting for a scalper, right? Seeing this price moving by few pips lang tapos get in and out, no? Alright, anyway, balikan natin. USD CAD, monitoring 5-minute chart for quick sell. Okay. Alright, again, everything that I'm doing here is based on how I understood the market's movement, okay? This is not a command, right, that you set the same trades for yourself. Please apply trader's discretion. If you find the approach reasonable for you to get involved, then go for it. If not, then you are not required to take these trades, right? Please understand, again, yung ating always na reminder, right? Everything that we're talking about here is for general commentary only, and this should not be taken as an investment advice. If you find the analysis reasonable for you, then go for it. Pag hindi naman, that's totally fine. Let me know in the comment section as well if you have some questions and clarifications there. And as we speak, it is actually dropping. Okay? Pero anyway, wala akong makitang entry price na. No? Hindi siya nag-agree dun sa rules ko, kumbaga. Right? USD CHF, we said that we want to buy there. Yep. Wait for the 94.83 level. So, tumama ba siya? Yes, it did. So, I hope you guys were able to catch this at least 1:1 here, right? So, risking about 30 pips here last night. Okay? Ang hindi ko in-expect was the spike, right? My take profit was just 1:1. Right? And as always, this always happens to me on USD CHF, right? Pagkatapos mag 1:1, right? Nagtutuloy-tuloy siya na nagtutuloy-tuloy yan. Pero this one's a different scenario from last night, okay? So kung mapapansin nyo, talagang nag-spike siya. Ayan, TP ko hanggang dito lang sa resistance na to. Well, profit is profit. You must enjoy the what you call this? You must enjoy the profit that you have made. Okay? So, ito na yung tinitingnan natin floor from yesterday, 94.83. Bounce. Look at this 3-bar formation right here. Breakout of that. It is a beautiful 4:1 actually after few hours. Right? So, pero then again, nag-consolidate na siya dito sa 96.17 resistance natin. So, looking at these levels right here, okay, ang understanding natin talaga, look, right, these horizontal lines are really effective, right? Anong ibig sabihin nun? If we have horizontal levels like this, it is easier for us to understand kung hanggang saan yung mga trade natin, right? Kung saan natin isa-set yung take profit, right? Though, sabi ko nga, kagaya nung nangyari kagabi, nag-breakout talaga siya. Hindi ko naman ina-expect na tuloy-tuloy talaga yan from 94.83 to 95.40. Binrake niya pa, nag-61.17, right? Or 96.17. So ngayon, ang tanong is kaya niya pa bang tumuloy higher than the 96.17? So yan yung aabangan natin, right? So tingnan natin kung aakyat ba yan hanggang saan naman ba. So I'm moving this right here. So balik tayo dito sa area na to. Okay, or to sa level na to. So if the price can move higher, so papunta tayo dyan. But right now, the initial bias that I have is to sell, right? That's what I'm seeing on USD CHF. Okay, so we can go and do this again for at least a 30 pipper stop loss. Okay, this one's a little bit better. Okay, I'm more comfortable on this one. So, ibig sabihin, buy tayo dun yesterday. In-adjust ko lang, no? So, this one's is clearly stretching our take profit. Hindi katulad nung kahapon, yung price action pattern ko kasi so medyo malaki, kaya 1:1 lang yung na take advantage natin. So, this one's a little bit tighter. So, roughly about 2:1 tayo dito. Oops. This is my challenge on the expansion. Pag na-plot mo na siya. So, I'm looking to take advantage of a bearish engulfing here. If that materialized, right, at least more than 1:1 yung magiging set natin ng take profit. Okay? So, new order. Set tayo ng pending order dito. Pending sell stop. Entry price will be 0.95 96. Oops, sorry. 90, oh, yan. Tama. 0.9596. Stop loss would be at 0.9628. Then take profit. Set ko na muna initially at 0.9563. Okay. Then expiry natin. We are on the 4-hourly chart. So this is about 12 broker time. Okay. Oops, sorry. 12:00. Okay. Reminder ko lang ay bear engulfing H4, right? So a reminder to myself, this is something that I do when I have it on my normal or regular MT4 kasi yeah, something to remind me of what that trade position is all about, okay? So from here, if I wanted to, I can still stretch that take profit just in case it can continue down to the next floor level, right? So pag nag-materialize yung ating bearish engulfing dyan, well and good. Pag hindi naman, if the price breaks through, then my bias would change. So ngayon may sell na tayo dyan, okay? Pending sell. Okay, pending order, all right? So from here, yung buy ko is only if price breaks 96.9617 resistance after pullback. Okay? So as always, sinasabi ko nga, every breakout, I would like to see a pullback after that. Okay? Then doon ako magiging interesado. So very conservative naman yung approach natin dyan. Okay? So from here, dollar yen, ano yung naging plan natin? If you can remember this, look, sell if it goes below. So this is the only sell, sorry, on 1 hour tayo nakapasok dyan kagabi. Ayun na nga, okay? So dun, ito yung settings natin, at least naka 1:1 tayo from this shooting star right here. Buti na lang, okay? Dito, nung nagtutuloy-tuloy na yan, kasi alam nyo naman yung style natin, di ba? Pag nagtutuloy-tuloy na, or at least nag 1:1, nagmo-move tayo ng trail stop, no? At least 1:1. Eh yun, pagka 1:1 niya, pakita ko sa inyo yung nasa 5-minute chart. Ayan, pagka 1:1 niya dyan, right? So nag-aalangan na rin ako. Sabi ko, kakayanin ba? Right? Tapos we had that high impact news, so we just went on to set the trail stop there. Tapos, well, the spike happened, good thing. Right? So, sayang nga lang kasi I was really anticipating for the price to really go pababa naman, 'di ba? So, well, that's a close call on the last night's move, right? But still, okay. Sabi ko nga kanina, count your blessings. If it's 1:1, then it's 1:1, right? Still better than a stop loss. So, dollar yen now had gone back above the 123 level. This is really exciting to see how dollar yen is really playing within this area, no? So, kung tatanggalin ko yung Fib expansion ko very quickly from last night's position, right? Ito yung tinitingnan natin. Again, I would like to remind everyone, okay, if you have not seen this or you have not watched the previous session, ito yung inaabangan natin. Look at this swing right here. Nandito tayo currently sa extension na to. So, ibig sabihin, as the day progress, right, or the week progress, it is really showing that there's a possibility for that price to go back to, or sorry, to really touch the 161.8 full extension niya. Okay? So, from the bullish engulfing from yesterday's bar, okay, sa D1 tayo nakatingin na, now we're seeing a pullback there on H4, pero, we are very, very close. So, again, we are looking into the, we're looking at the chart as conservative as we can. Okay? So, gusto natin yung breakout sa 61, or sorry, dito sa area na to, 123.2. Pero naman nandito, nung nag-spike, may hesitation din siyang i-break ito. So, kahit gusto kong mag-bullish engulfing dyan, a little bit tricky yung setup natin, no? Diba naman to si dollar yan? Ang hirap-hirap basahin. Gusto ko na mag-bullish engulfing dun eh. So, kung hindi nahabol yun, ito pa lang. Kung hindi natin nahabol yun, ako personally, hindi ko na nahabol yun from last night. Wala akong nakitang pullback doon na pwede kong pasukan, no? So, pansinin nyo kung dito yun, right? Kaninang umaga, hindi na rin ako nakapag-check ng chart kaninang umaga. Di stop out pa ako. Pero kung titingnan nyo, hindi rin natin kukunin yan kasi sabi ko nga, we want to be as conservative as we can knowing the closest support or resistance. So, hindi rin natin nakuha yan. Buti na lang din. Pero interesado talaga ako sa H4 na buy eh. Pero again, it will be breaking my rules buying from the resistance, right? So, no, I don't want to do anything here. So, ibig sabihin, kung ipipilit ko talaga, kailangan ko rin makita tong crossover na to bago ako mag-sell. Ang pinakauna natin nakikita dyan is possible yung H1. So, mag-aantay ulit ako ng parang crossover na ganito kung ito naman yung momentum na gusto kong makita. Yeah, so pabalik ulit sa 123.2. So, dollar yen, review later talaga ako. Review later muna ulit. Right? Kasi hindi ako makapag-decide whether gusto ko talaga yung buy eh. Di ba? Alam mo yung parang may nakita kang dalawang sapatos, hindi ka makapag-decide kasi parehas na maganda. Amen. So, maghanap ako ng mas magandang entry price later on. So, my bias personally or my head is telling me to go and go for the buy, right? But the chart is telling me, sandali, parang hindi kakayanin, may possible reversal. So, yeah, there's conflict there between what I see and what I think, right? So, as you know, that's one of the things that we should consider, right? That is getting in our way. If what we see is not what we think it is, right? So, be more conservative instead. So, jump off muna tayo sa dollar yen. Let's go back to gold, right? So, gold touching this floor level. I was monitoring gold. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, nung nangyari yung drop, dito ako talaga nakatingin sa gold eh. Right? So, made few adjustment on some trades, pero nakatingin ako, unang tiningnan ko yung gold. So, hindi na rin talaga ako nakahabol. Hindi na rin talaga din ako nakapag-set ng pending order dito for a sell. So, tingnan natin. The 1696 level is really being tested now. Okay? But I don't see any relevant entry price for the meantime. But my bias here is to buy close to the 1696 area. So, or level. So, ibig sabihin nito, magiging bias ko is buy only if I have, if I can find my entry price. Again, there are different ways for you to find entry price. I am more geared into looking for the pin bars and the bullish engulfing patterns, or any breakout pattern or reversal pattern, right? Yun yung hinahanap ko. Hanap ako ng, much better na entry price. Yun yung pinaka-mission, kumbaga, right? On gold right now, look for a better entry price. Okay? Okay, just to be specific, I want it to be touching off or bouncing off 1696.76 floor level. So, the quickest thing to do there is to set an alert. So, pag tumama siya dyan, right? Saka ako magmamonitor. Alright? Silver, my bias here was a buy since the week started, okay? Pero from here, yun na, nag-start na siya ding mag-decline, alright? So wala na ako nakitang entry price dyan. So kung mapapansin nyo, buy tayo sa 15 minutes sana doon, okay? Pero hindi na rin talaga ako nakahabol ng ibang entry price dyan. Kung maalala nyo, ito na yung move na yun eh. Right? So nag-pull back siya dito, wala na tayo. Sell na siya ngayon, which is actually, right, giving me good reasons kasi pakita ko lang sa inyo kung ano yung sinasabi kong good reasons na sell, ha. Okay? So, ito yung gusto kong makita. Kung makikita nyo to, right, swing na to, swing, 61.8. Go swing. Oh, swing it, baby. Yan. Come on, go swing. Yan. 61.8. Yeah, towards that direction. Okay? So, yan yung gusto kong makita ngayon na mag-materialize din, just in case. Okay? That 61.8 can really hold. So, ibig sabihin, yung nakita kong early reversal on H1 is really interesting for a bearish engulfing. Ang pinaka-conservative dyan would be, sandali ha, bumabalik siya doon. So, early stop loss ng 12 pips, 1:1 at least the 50% fib. Okay, I'm interested there. Sandali. What if we go for the bearish engulfing on the 1-hourly chart? Okay? Pag nangyari naman si bearish engulfing, risk tayo ng 10. Di abot ng 1:1. Okay? Pero sige, tingnan natin. I'd like to go for this one. Okay, so let's see if we can see a bearish engulfing for the next few minutes. Okay? Nasa 1-hourly chart naman tayo. Right? So this is very tight, no? This is very tight. So we're calling off the trade after like a 13 pip move kung hindi siya nagmo-move in our favor, right? So kasi possible na umakyat siya dun sa 61.8 right? So yun yung gusto natin. Let me set the order here. Set tayo ng pending order, sell stop. Oops, sell stop. Entry price natin ay nasa 19.27. Maglalagay tayo ng stop loss somewhere at 19.39. Okay? So, i-open take profit na lang natin. Tapos, the expiry would be the end of this current bar. So, like about 11. Okay? Now, this is bear engulfing. Okay? This is bear engulfing on H1. Okay? Oops, sorry. Ayan. Alright, so let's go. Set natin yan. Tingnan natin if the price can move in our favor aggressively. Okay? Ang gusto nating maging movement niya is talagang mag-drop siya. Okay? Papunta hanggang dun sa 38.2. Okay? So, pag hindi nangyari yan, at nag-i-stay siya sa 1:1 as always, right? Magmo-move na tayo ng what you call this? Trail stop, okay? So, para maging zero risk na tayo, okay? So, pag magko-continue siya din, mas maganda. Kung ma-stop out tayo sa 1:1 din, still good. Profit is profit, okay? Okay, so, tandaan nyo po, hindi pa tayo stop out dyan, ha? Okay? Hindi pa tayo stop out dyan. Kaka-touch niya lang yan. Okay, balik. Tas natin ang konti, sorry. Ayan. Okay, so yan yung silver natin. Jumping onto crude. Beautifully, the EMAs are still holding for that downtrend na gusto natin makita. If you guys remember, it went as high as 88 last night, right? Pero tingnan natin kung kaya nitong 85.90 to really push the price much lower, or the sellers can really push the price much lower dito sa 85.90 na level na to na sinet natin. Okay. Thursday, tomorrow, we'll have crude inventory. So hopefully we can see this price go back. If not just back to the 81.16 mark, it can go much lower to continue the trend. Okay? So far, short-term swings nakikita natin. We're still looking at a downtrend, right? Hopefully, we can see crude price lower than what we are expecting, or at least dito sa areas na sinet natin. Okay? Bitcoin is still really, really doing good. Not until last night. Okay? Yung pullback na sinasabi natin, sabi natin nga, yes, it's true, right? Every breakout, may pullback. Okay? So, minsan kasi na-hype tayo dun sa biglang spike tapos habol. Spike, habol. Wag na nung ganun. Right? I'm not sure if you guys have seen a post, right? Relating to Bitcoin and how many Bitcoin traders were liquidated last night because of this drop. So, if you are a Bitcoin trader or cryptocurrency trader, please watch out for this drops right here, and make sure, right, na meron din tayong proper risk management para hindi tayo masyadong ma-overwhelm. All right? Hindi tayo masyadong ma-overwhelm. So anyway, this is just a pullback right here, possibly a reversal of this downtrend, hopefully. Okay? And we can see Bitcoin's price up again. Okay? So again, personally, I am not involved in trading the Bitcoin yet, but I'm in the process of learning the blockchain itself. So hopefully I can get myself to trade on this one. Kasi anong pinaka-benefit to trade the cryptocurrency that is included on this platform that I am with right now? Because I can trade over the weekend, right? So my weekend movement dyan. So that's the reason why I'm getting myself involved on really learning how to do it properly. Okay? Kasi sabi ko nga, yes, yung technical analysis nandyan, pero the behavior ng Bitcoin is quite different from the normal currencies. All right? So, there you go. Those are the major currency pairs and some pending orders that we have for today. Let me know of your thoughts of the trades that we have taken and the analysis, right? You can go directly and send me a message on my Facebook account, or just simply go and type it in the comment section of this video. So for the guys who are watching this, yung recorded version, okay, so please understand that the price could have moved differently already. As always, reminder, please go back to your actual chart and reassess the position just in case you want to take something. All right. So for the guys who are gonna be with me this weekend, thank you so much for making time as well. So if there's things that you need to be set up before our session this Saturday, please reach out to me, to Steph, or maybe to my wife AC. Right. So you guys can be assisted. All right, so I'll see you guys for our full day TGIFX session on Saturday. And if there's something else that I can help you with, always reach out to me on my Facebook account or the comment section here, and I'll get back to you the soonest possible time. So you guys have a wonderful afternoon, and I hope this session was helpful for you. And if not, let me know. If it is, yes, please do let me know too. You guys have a wonderful afternoon, and may the pips be with us. I'll see you guys on the next session. Well, bye for now.